Good morning, Cop Talkers. So, the morning after the night before, horrendous performance by Liverpool. Very disappointing. I wanted to wait till the morning before I spoke because sometimes you have to sleep on things, and last night I probably would have just been crying and not made much sense, and hopefully I can make a bit of sense today. Firstly, I'm going to address a couple of issues. Obviously, I'm part of a lot of group chats on WhatsApp, as all of us are, and there's lots of banter flying around, and yeah, it's all fair game. Love it. I love it. So, keep it coming, no problem. But a message to all the fans of other clubs. This is my club, mate. And I don't care what you guys say about anything to do with Liverpool. It makes no difference to me whatsoever. You can have your opinion. You can talk about Klopp being this. You can talk about whatever, the player. I don't care. Because I don't care about your clubs at all. Not at all. So keep talking. Don't bother me. Right, that's that one. Secondly, let's go to the game last night. So the game for me last night was so frustrating. I mean, look, this is a team, Everton, that lost 6-0 to Chelsea. So they're not a good side. Obviously, they raised their game for Liverpool. Obviously, as most teams do. And, that's a compliment to Liverpool because that's who we are, with the team everyone wants to beat. So, good. I'm happy with that. But, we were controlling the game. I mean, we really were. Everton, I think, I spoke to Yaz at half-time and before the game. I mean, Yaz wasn't happy before the game started. I'm going to be honest with everyone. So, to the fact that he's not happy now is no surprise. Anyway, so Yaz was saying they were setting traps for us in the game, which is true. They were playing for their little free kicks so they could cross balls in the box and cause us problems. Really, that was their plan. That was their game plan. And what most teams do against Liverpool is try and win the ball back and hit us on the counter. And that's the game plan to play Liverpool. That's what you do. So that's what they were doing. And they wanted it, if I'm honest, they wanted it more. If you look at the players, they were winning the second balls, the battles. We just weren't winning them consistently, and so disappointing when we're going for the title, that we didn't find that magic to do it. That's what disappoints me. Listen, I'm not going to slag the team off. I'm not going to slag the manager off. Look, I'm going to call out the players for their performances because they weren't good enough. And that's it, and listen, these players, they still get paid millions. So, you know what? I don't think I'm hurting their feelings. I think if they're honest with themselves, they know that they didn't perform yesterday. And some of them haven't performed for a while, I mean, we start at the back. Alisson, fantastic goalkeeper, great player. But he was at fault for that first goal. He jumped over the ball. He's got to save that. That was a weak shot that he could have dealt with. But getting to him, the defence should have dealt with that, The ball should have been cleared. I think Trent missed a header. Someone else missed a clearance. It's just, come on, they've got to deal with this stuff. Anyway, so that's Alisson. Trent is an amazing player. I love him. He's not a defender, but he's an amazing footballer and world class. But he didn't have a good game yesterday. Some of his stuff came off, a lot of it didn't. But listen, Trent is Trent, and he's an exceptional player. But I think the time has come, really, and I hope the new manager, whoever that is, moves him into midfield now, because I think that's where he's more effective. I don't think defence is where he should be. Put him on the right of midfield if you want, or whatever, but, you need a defender in that position. Konate, he's just, I don't know. He's a huge presence, but he got bullied a little bit by Calvert-Lewin, and I'm surprised because he's a big guy as well. So yeah, a bit disappointed there. Calvert-Lewin had a good game, by the way. You know, he played the defenders very, very well. You know, both Van Dijk and Konate struggled with him. Van Dijk, yeah. Listen, Van Dijk's had a fantastic season. He's back to his best, really, but I think he's run out of steam. Robertson, again, another full of endeavour, full of energy. And he had a decent game last night. He tried his best, but he hasn't got the options he once had in front of him, let's put it like that. You know, he had Mane, Firmino, Salah, different to what he's got now. Salah's still there, but Salah's not the same. And Núñez, definitely not the same as Firmino. And Diaz, not really as good as Mane. Although Diaz had a decent game yesterday. And Diaz, I love him. You know, he's probably my favourite player at Liverpool right now. So yeah. In the middle of the park, Szoboszlai, awful. I don't know what this guy does now. I really don't. You know, he's he doesn't affect the game, and he's got the ability to do it. So I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, I've been concerned about him ever since he came back from injury, really. And the reason I'm concerned is I watched him play for Hungary, and he's a totally different player. Taking the ball, running at players, passing them, you know, dribbling past, having shots, scoring world-class goals. Where is this guy? I haven't seen him at Liverpool. So I don't know what's going on there. Jones, yeah, I think the injury he had threw him because he was coming into some really good form before that. And yeah, he hasn't picked up where he left off. McAllister, again, I think he's been probably the best of the midfield signings, you know, that we've had. But yeah, I think he's spent now. I mean, and he's playing further back as well. So I think he's more effective further forward. But listen, he wasn't the worst player. Up front, Núñez, terrible. Missed another chance, fell over far too many times. No composure, you know. I don't know what the answer is for him, you know, because he's got ability, he definitely has it, but we're not seeing it, and we're not seeing it consistently. And I like him, and I know he's a fan's favourite, and everyone shouts Núñez, which makes certain people very happy when they hear that. But he's not. He's got to score the chances he gets. He's got to score more of them. You know, last night he missed a one-on-one. Well, it wasn't a miss. You know, he hit the target, but he's got a bit of composure. He's on the penalty spot, or closer than that. Stick it past Pickford. Don't shoot at him. You know, right at him. All right, Pickford saves it, but yeah, it just wasn't good. Also, Diaz for me, probably the best forward on the pitch for us. Never stopped running, always trying to make something happen. Had a good shot. Pickford luckily saved it, but yeah, that's the forwards. And Salah, he's not the player he was. You know, not the player he was a couple of years ago. His game's changed, you know. But I just don't see I don't know what's happened to him, but his confidence is shot because he's skying chances that he would bury normally. Yeah, sorry, I got a bit of a sniffles. Yeah, so I'm just a bit. I don't know with Salah. Don't know. But, you know, let's go to Klopp now. And Klopp and his coaching staff, I mean, I don't know what they're talking to the players about. But then they need to be telling them about this sloppy attitude to the game, and they're not being effective. They're not being, it's, yeah, I don't know what's happened in the last month. I mean, this is a season a month ago which promised so much. People talking of quadruples. Not me, by the way, but people talking about them. Listen, it feels disappointing now, but this has been a good season. From where we were last season to now, I didn't expect us to be in the title race. I really didn't, but I was expecting top 4, and we've done that and got a trophy. So it's been a good season. There's been some fantastic games that I've been to. Fantastic games. Fulham at Anfield, 4-3. Chelsea at Anfield, 4-1 to Liverpool. Excellent games. There's been some not so good games. Atalanta at Anfield, lost 3-0. Man United, 0-0. So there's been ups and downs this season for me going to Anfield and watching the games. But yeah, listen, I wouldn't replace it for any other team. And this is my team. And we move on. We lick our wounds. We move on. The season's done now. Just finish it as best we can. Win whatever games we can win. We're not going to win the league now. That's it. It's finished. And people call me a blind optimist in my friend circle. But I'm not. I'm realistic. We're not going to win the title now. So let's just, enjoy Klopp's last few games. He deserves respect for what he's done for the club. And this is another point. Sorry, going back to the game. One thing I was thinking about. We had about 12 corners. We didn't have one decent attempt from a corner. Everton had one corner and scored a goal. That is the story of the game yesterday. We were not effective. We had the possession. We didn't do anything with it. So sometimes stats don't tell you the story. So as I was saying, listen, it's not a farewell tour for Klopp, but Klopp deserves respect. He's won everything really at Liverpool. From when he came in to how he leaves Liverpool, the foundations are solid. And the last point I want to make is about the new manager. I don't care who the new manager is. People are going, oh, it's this guy, is that? I don't care. The new manager can do nothing right now. So let's wait till he is appointed, whoever that may be. And all these pundits are bullshitters. All these journalists, they talk rubbish. They're just trying to sell a narrative for whoever their paymasters are. I don't believe any of them. I don't care. Whoever Liverpool sign will be the guy. That's it. So I don't care about that. I hope one thing, though, the new manager, what he does is move Trent into midfield, like I said. Because last night, the substitutions, going back to the game again, the substitutions. We need a goal, and he's bringing on Tsimikas and Gomez. I didn't understand that. He took off Robertson and Arnold. Trent Alexander. I was baffled. We have some young players on the bench. Jayden Dan's striker, who looks composed and looks like he can finish as well. Bring him on. No. I don't know. Look, like I said, I think Klopp's run out of steam as well. But I'll always have great affection for him, for what he's done for the club, and also for, just the way he carries himself as a human being. He's a decent guy, I think. Anyway, that's it. Enough from me. I do like doing these cop talks with other people, like Yaz and the other guys who come on sometimes. But I can't always get everyone to come on, so it's difficult, and I'm not going to keep, can you come on tonight? No, my auntie's cousins come round, or this one's, no, listen, I'm not waiting for all of that, I'm just going to do the cop talks when I can, and get it out there, I enjoy doing this. It's not that I want to talk to myself, believe me, but, I enjoy doing it, and it does get some views and some funny comments sometimes. So, look, I'll keep doing it. Anyway, get your comments in. Let me know what you guys think. Are you as depressed as I am today? I hope so, if you're a Liverpool fan. But I hope you're going to, pick yourselves up and we'll go again, Whatever's going to be is going to be. Life doesn't always work out the way we want it to work out, and football is the same. And, you have to accept it. Look, have a great day. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one.